Goon Quest is a Dungeons & Dragons role-playing podcast containing both crude and sensitive humor, with occasional references to things like drugs. Content warnings can be found in the description.
Goon Quest.
Welcome back to Goon Quest. My name is Jimmy, and I am your advanced dungeon master in this world of my own creation. Joining me today, as always, are my goons. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hey fellas, this is Joey reporting in from Texas, bringing you Plato, the level 8 tiefling wizard. Plato's favorite Plato's favorite money is platinum because it's the biggest. His favorite type of jewelry is gold. His favorite type of lining is silver. And if he was an adventurer, he'd be a copper.
Damn, that was pretty good, actually.
What about Electrum?
Did you prepare that? I loved it.
Yeah, I kind of was thinking shit, you know what I'm saying?
What about Electrum?
I'm curious, did you actually write it on your paper, or did you just
No, it's...
pretend
He
to
just
read
went
off
down
of
the
your
money.
paper?
It went down the
I
money.
remember what note. I said gold right off the bat instead of money. I'm just used to gold being like dollars.
So
So
the
it
Electrum
was-
piece, Joey.
Platinum's like
fucked
$100 bills.
Yeah, it's
It's a flex.
stack, rack, hack.
It's bands.
Back,
It's like
rack.
those little bands of
It's a
bands
band.
of coins.
Yeah, it's a band.
That got
A
the
band
bank.
of coin in the little roll.
Yeah, the roll.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
rolls.
That's
Hello.
how he keeps all of his platinum. He keeps it in the rolls.
Hello, I'm Jayden, goon number 5 from Thetis. I'm playing Alosrin, the level 8 warlock, and his dragon companion Lehsair. A fun fact about Alosrin, I've been sitting on this one. Alosrin has no clue what sex actually is. He has like a false idea and knows it's something that he shouldn't talk about, but that makes it kind of funny, like an 11-year-old's idea of sex.
Yeah, like, it's still like that silly idea.
Like, he never had to talk with his parents, but he's like, ha, sex, yeah, that's the thing.
He's in the same boat as Adras, too, right?
Adras takes it dead serious.
Oh,
He
well,
doesn't
sorry.
know what it is, but he assumes it's something grave.
So Illusion's just like, oh, they said sex, I can't talk about that. Oh.
Does he laugh whenever
You
he
really
sees
can't
like
talk about it.
420 in the school books?
He doesn't know what 420 is.
Oh, okay.
The super S that you have in those.
Big
That's
fan of
for
the Super
sex.
S.
Big fan of the super S.
It never grew old for him.
Hello, everyone. My
catching
name
up to you,
is Alek, goon number 2, coming at you from the Minecraft parkour civilization, playing the level 8 monk Adras. Fun fact about the level 8 monk Adras: the water skins they have at the Order of the Holy Form are actually shaped like dumbbells, and they come in like different weight sizes,
So
so you can like lift while you're drinking.
That's so great.
That's a good idea.
Exactly. And if you can't drink it, you die.
They make those now, right? Like the weights that have you'd fill up with water.
Probably.
They're so innovative over at the Order.
Yes.
It's a shame what's happening.
It's a shame. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. I'm just damn shame. I'm gonna throw that motherfucker into the pit.
Almost lost his cool there.
Like, I'm surprised that Cassian Vale is the chill one. Like, he's kind of with it, you know?
Yeah, he's the force of nature.
Exactly. He's kind of chill, not gonna lie. Has been facts. But this Bryce motherfucker. I'm gonna have words with him.
I mean, yeah, you guys decided to run away like little babies.
I'm gonna make him a little baby. Make him my little baby.
You're gonna cradle him? You're gonna give him
Everyone else around Alek, I'm not referring to you guys as little babies, just him. Just
Okay,
him.
understandable. I'm gonna
was kind of
cradle him, I'm
excited
gonna
to
put him in a
be a
crib.
You gonna change his diaper?
I'm gonna change his diaper like a
We
baby.
know in 1 month.
If he makes boom boom?
Oh, he's gonna make so much boom.
You're gonna make him make
Very
boom boom?
He's gonna make so much bazooka.
You're gonna have
Big
him.
deal.
Okay, we're moving on from okay, we're moving on. I will let you know.
That wasn't my drink. But I'm Samuel, aka Lil Goon, coming to you from the city-state of Thebes, and I play the level 8 dwarven sorcerer Boravik the Black Dog Smokestone. And a fun fact about Boravik, we all already know that Adras walks around with his mouth wide open, and he sleeps that way too. And Boravik will spend many a night tossing little sticks and rocks into Adras's wide open, stupid fucking mouth.
This is why his sleep apnea is so bad.
Where is this
all coming
address
full circle.
coming from? What did he do to you?
Nothing. It's just fun.
It's all love.
He's just sitting there smiling at you, giddy, like throwing little freaking twigs and shit. Your diet is off because he's probably thrown so many marshmallows in your mouth.
No, it's like those fucking rocks that birds eat that helps them digest.
I would hate to see your bowel movements.
Exactly. If anything, you're like helping him break shit down.
Yeah, your intestines.
Hey, it's me, James, also known as Joker Goon number 3. And I'm coming at you from your hometown. I know where you live. I'm playing the level 8 Ranger Voralden Derrickson, and a fun fact about Voralden Derrickson. While he was very young at the time, he does remember the dissension panic of the year I don't remember, where like houses and humans was like one of the big things on the chopping block. Everyone's like, "Oh, that was made by the dissension."
Fair. It's a good to this is logical. It did happen in the world. There was a big panic about the dissension, creating houses and humans.
Everyone was like, "The dissension's in your home."
Yeah, so you have to deal with the nefarious whims of your boss. And you're subject to his every command, and it's a dissension ritual.
Kind of dissension hysteria or something.
Stop trying to express
Dissension
yourself through
makes
this
waves
game.
gays.
Go work the fields.
Arcane spheres into the pyre. Oh, the humanity! The house is humanity!
We started them off.
Shit, what's a word for like hysteria that starts with D?
Dysenteria. Dysentery.
The dissension
dysentery.
They play houses and humans and shit their pants. Derangement?
I don't know, because it's got a
Derangement.
rhyme.
That's a good
Derangement.
word.
Dissension derangement.
Yeah, we could run with that.
Yeah.
I'll run with that.
Let's play the game.
Yeah, let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll throw it in a circle.
Transition music. Bing. Guys, you don't have to do the transition.
No, we have to do it because it's not playing for
Feels
us.
right.
The 5 of you had just gotten gotten out of the event in which you had all participated in and all got prizes for. Now, there were some prizes that weren't necessarily distributed yet.
Oh, yeah.
One of which was called I Don't Know,
Yeah.
and the other which was called Shinies.
Shinies.
So, as the 5 of you are just standing, I guess technically the 6 of you are standing around because Nellick is with Plato. Actually, I think you guys walked off just talking.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a date. I mean, we're gonna hang out.
You and Nellick had left, but the remainder of the group is here and had just gotten an individual that Alosrin and Adras had talked to had come up and said, "Were you guys ready for that race or
Absolutely.
the race?" And Lehsair, who had just competed, is ready to go at the same time. So the gnome man who had spoken to you previously before, it looks like a couple of his, not necessarily other competitors, but associates with him.
It's goons.
Yeah, little goons. He's not like a mafia man or anything. He just looks like a little gnome businessman. They're all wearing little white tunics with just straight up business ties on. They've got their ties loose because it's after hour time, kind of chill time. The gnome comes up to you guys. So are you guys, does your dragon have a name?
Lehsair.
Lehsair, okay. I'll get that documented down here. Now, as we talked before, they're going to be competing with the Gloomwings, which are, they're native moths down here, giant moths. If you guys haven't seen them before, they're up at the top of the caverns. You could see them floating around there with a lot of the bioluminescent shrooms and fungus. But how the race simply works for you and Lehsair here, simply she will have to do a rotation around the exterior of the city on a route that's been mapped out. Now, this route is a flight path, and along it there are some tribulations she may encounter, some little bit of trials. Now, she can bypass these, but of course, even to the Gloomwings, or even in this case a dragon, there's a little bit of a deterrent that may attract them.
Shinies.
Yes. There's been gold created along the way, or cleverly placed along the way, and it has been illuminated as a light. Now, the gloom wings are attracted to the light itself. Your dragon, I imagine, is attracted to shinies, yes. Okay. So you get the gist of it. We're going to head over and get her prepared. Now, it's not a rider task. We do have a bookie over at the area, and you guys can get acquainted with them and potentially invest some money behind your dragon. There is a judge that really just determines the outcome of the winner, whoever finishes first. And with that, the judge will confer with the bookie to determine the likelihood of winning amongst things, just to give you guys where your odds stake in what you gamble in. And those will be made clear to you once we're over there. Now, is there any questions you have for us in regard to the competition?
I don't know if I asked this last time to the man inside of the bathhouse spa thing. Are there any other rules to the race?
We'll get the rest of the rules to you once we're up there.
Sure.
I can go through them. We
case,
can walk and
questions.
talk.
No questions then.
All right, perfect. Are you all, the rest of you, interested in participating in some of the gambling of these races? It's all for fun. I mean, the money's real, but...
But it's still fun.
It is fun. You get the little rush of putting some of your money on the line and potentially earning up with more.
I mean, I think I have enough right now.
But how would you like to have
And you'd never
more?
use it even if you did.
He does a little coin trick where he holds a coin out and then he just slides it over and there's 2 coins.
Huh.
You guys can roll a perception check if you like to see the deception that he's done.
Not
Could I roll
particularly.
one to see if I can learn the trick from that?
Yeah, you probably could.
Oh, okay.
Was it
Maybe
just-
an insight check, trying to learn, because it's very obvious. I rolled his sleight of hand check. It wasn't that great, but
Is the trick there were 2 coins in his hand the whole time?
it's part of the trick, yes.
8.
8. Okay, so you actually are mystified by this trick.
Damn it, I couldn't figure it out.
No, you can't. You're like, okay, he might have been using illusion magic.
What spell is that?
Partial form of minor illusion.
Oh, no, the coin looks real.
It is a real coin. Bites it.
I'm not going to roll a check. I am going to cast minor illusion to make it look like now there's 4 coins in his hand.
He looks like, oh my god.
All right, that one I also want to try to.
All right, you can try to understand it now.
All right. I got a 14 this time.
You're a little convinced that there was some outside play in this one. This guy's running a sham.
How do I know these moths are even real?
Is anything real?
Do you have any issues? All right, let's
go gamble.
Let's head along this way.
Let's go gambling.
I'll give you guys some rules on this, so you guys understand. I've broken it down into a couple different things. So I looked at the creature stats of each of the competitors and broke them out down to a couple skills. You have you have 2 skills, focus and agility. They're based on dexterity and wisdom. And so I looked at Lehsair's stats, and then there's other moths that are involved in this, the gloom wings. Now, there's a payout that gets determined in the upcoming bit. It's a 1 to 1.4. So if you bet on Lehsair and she wins, you get 1.4 times your earnings.
Wow.
So whatever you put in. She stands actually a pretty decent shot at winning based on the appraisal.
It's a 1.4. Like,
You guys hear the person that's like sitting there, the judge that's appraising. He's like, this is a very capable dragon.
she purrs.
Oh, this one, I've never had one that purrs. This is new. Not only cats did that.
The equivalent of purring. Like, what a dragon's purr would sound like.
Dragons are the cats of reptiles.
Yeah.
Where is the bet office? The bet
We're here.
place.
The bookie, you see the bookie is a guy that's walking around with like a big trench coat, and he's got he opens it up and you can see he's got there's like a bunch of different names on there.
Hey, so I'd like to bet on that dragon that just entered.
Oh, the surprise entry? Yeah. What
Here's
do you have?
529 gold.
529 gold. Oh,
He's
wow.
going all in.
Looking like good
Damn,
odds
he
here.
beat me out.
Beat you off.
I'm curious what the actual what the odds of the other ones
Stroked
are.
him. I'm going
Like,
to
you know,
erase it
what
from my
are
character
the-
sheet.
Of course, yeah. I'm gonna write it down over here so I can track it. So I can track if you guys lose the money or not. You're going all in on Lehsair.
Yep, I believe it. Or
Wow.
I think I
That's
will
literally
throw in
all I
10
have.
platinum.
Guys, please.
10
Lehsair,
platinum from
please.
Adras?
Yes.
Trust
on
me, she
Lehsair.
wants to win
Well, do
too.
you guys want to hear the other competitors first?
No.
Yeah, I want to
okay,
hear
well,
their
what are
odds.
their names?
You see, yeah, this matters. You see, at a 1 to 1.5 payout, you have Count Mothula.
Oh, shit. All right, hold up.
You can't-
I
come
did
you
work pretty hard
you
on
guys-
these names,
you guys.
guys.
Can't cheat on Lehsair.
Well, I mean, Count Mothula, you know.
Wow, okay.
You do have your next competitor. That was a 1 to 1.5. The strong lead for the competition, looking to win, is Mommy Mothra.
What's their payout?
Ayo.
1 to 1.1.
Oh wow.
Wait, so are these animals? Are these people?
They're
Or
all
are these-
moths. They're giant moths.
They're giant
And then there's
moths.
Lehsair.
And then Lehsair.
Yes.
I was literally going to make a Mothra joke if you didn't.
I trust me, I came prepared.
Yeah, I was like-
all my DM integrate, like all my brain cells went to these names right here. So you've got Mommy Mothra. You've obviously got Count Mothula. And if this changes your mind, I understand. At a 2 to 1 payout, so the underdog of all underdogs, you've got
2 to 1.
a Lampy McGlowface.
I shall throw 5 platinum on
You
my
gotta throw something on him. Make
Yeah.
a glow face. You gotta give him a little something.
Gotta
Yeah.
give him a little something.
So all of them come like fixed with like different
Adras
skill
is very
bonuses
bad
and
at
not.
managing money.
You guys are.
This is
awful.
I
honestly,
bet 10 on Lehsair.
this is
You
better.
bet 50 on the other guy.
Oh, 10 platinum on Lehsair.
Oh, I heard 10 gold.
Okay, Adras
The odds for him getting his money worth are better than if he goes shopping, so it makes sense.
and
This is
5 on
true.
Lampy McGlowface.
Yes, just in case.
Okay.
Is that a parlay? I don't know. I don't know betting.
A what?
Yes.
No,
Sure.
it's a me putting my money
All
on
right,
this creature.
then you've got Boravik, did you want to put any money?
Yeah, how many contestants did you say there were?
4?
4? All right, well, you can't lose if you bet on every single one.
That's the spirit.
So
That's a good logic, my man.
Boravik's gonna put 2 gold on each person to win,
Okay.
and then also an additional 10 silver on Lehsair.
I'm sure there's a way to map
And
that out where you
Glowface.
can always come out.
I was gonna
even.
say where it's always like
10
you
silver?
break even.
10 silver on Lehsair and Glowface.
I did this in the manner of you guys having fun with it, not in the manner of like
Well,
if
you
someone
can't-
good at
you
math
can't
came
win.
up.
You can't win, but you could break even if you bet it on everyone, but the correct amounts on each person.
Yeah.
I think that's a little funny.
Okay, so 10 silver, extra on Lehsair, and Lampy McGlowface. Lampy McGlowface getting a lot of love.
Plato, you gonna bet?
No, I'm out. I have other. I'm busy right
Okay,
now.
okay.
Oh, you're busy?
I'll
If
walk
you
down.
With
did
Nellick?
want to, you could.
No, I'm not
Okay,
here. It's
okay.
okay.
They're fucking.
I'll walk up.
Yeah.
All right.
No, guys. It's
I'm gonna bet
For
friendly.
the spore's sake.
Under Alosrin, I'm
Yes.
gonna bet 500 gold on Lehsair.
Okay.
And then I need to place another bet. It's under the name of Lehsair.
That's
Don't worry.
Lehsair's gold.
Yeah, it's Lehsair's things. She would like to bet all of her shinies.
How many shinies does she have?
We haven't been informed yet.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay.
On who is she betting?
Herself.
Okay. So
Okay. She bet, I'll
do gnomes
leave,
not have a rule
what I'll
against
do
that?
is I'll leave because I kind of had 2 ideas for it, and one idea was not as crazy as the other, and so what I'll say is shiny 1, which is not as shiny as shiny 2. If she wins, she gets shiny 2, which is shinier. But if
Okay.
she
Look,
she loses out on shiny 1.
Lehsair's confident in herself. She's like, I know I'm gonna win this, so she's betting all of her shinies on herself.
That
Okay, her
sounds
shinies.
like some sort of insider trading, but I don't know enough.
I feel like Count Mothula,
Mothula.
not Mothula.
Mommy
Mommy
Mothra.
Mothra is just gonna fucking dominate, if you know what I mean.
That Dami Mommy Mothra.
Yeah. So what are the rules?
So, how the rules of the competition works is so it's broken down into a couple rounds. You have round 1, 2, and 3, and so this goes on for overall a couple rounds. But the race, you basically go through 3 rounds of a race where there's obstacles in each one. In each round, there's an obstacle, and then that's basically lapping around on the track of the around the town. Now, you use your focus skill if you are presented with an obstacle related to shinies or light, and you use your agility skill if it is related to needing to avoid or something like that. Or at the end of each turn, which there's 3 rounds in a turn, you have a cheating round. It is an in-between round where individuals in the crowd may attempt to help their
I knew
creature
it.
by cheating. There are people that are going to be trying to help from other sides as well. So the best part to this is that you guys, the other players here are going to be playing them as well. Now, obviously, this is like, well, you guys could just stack it to Lehsair to win. And for that, that's bullshit, guys. You guys can do this. I'm giving you control of these funny named people so you have fun with it.
Okay,
So
but
that's
who
why
gets what?
Joey's going to be in charge of one of them because he's a
I'm
non-bias
out for
here.
blood.
I'm throwing everything at the Lampy McGlow face.
To my fellow teammates, also known as Adras, Voralden, and Boravik, feel free to also help Lehsair.
Yeah, as your
'Cause,
teammates, you can help. Now, there's only one action you can do to help on that round. So, like if you have something to help Lehsair, then you can.
Because Alosrin has one spell slot.
So you can do, and there's kind of based on what you do. I have some boons based on what you do to kind of like say, this is what you get for casting this spell or doing this thing. This is what they get as a benefit. So after the cheating round, it goes to the next round, which is just another 3 rounds. If you get distracted or affected by it, you lose movement speed, and it's whoever's covered the most distance by the end. And so at a normal rate, you guys all travel at 60. If you fail a check, you lose 20 movement speed, so you only travel at 40. And so at the very end, I take the totals that you've traveled and then add them up. And that basically says who won. And so there's 3 rounds of that, and then it's just over. And if someone ties, there is a sudden death, where they present a secret problem in which the 2 competitors or multiple competitors have to beat. It is shiny and light related. So as it stands, I'm going to say that Lampy McGlowface will be played by Alek.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna glow all over the place.
Mommy Mothra will be played by Samuel. Actually, Joey, we're just going to cut to your own scene. You're not going to be a race competitor.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll cut to your. We'll cut over to you.
Okay.
And then because I only have 3 other competitors.
Okay. Only so many moth characters.
I only
we
have
can
so many
do.
moth characters. And then Count Mothula will be portrayed by Chris in this case.
Well, who's gonna be Lehsair?
You can be Lehsair actually.
Oh, really? Oh, sweet. Okay.
All right, sounds good, I guess.
Jayden will be Lehsair.
In that case, can I play Plato? Well,
Oh, okay. It's okay. Well,
I thought I did pretty good with the intro.
Yeah, that was good.
Even though I did Samuel's intro technically.
I think we
Right.
all did really good with
yes,
those intros.
yeah. All lore accurate.
So I'm mommy,
Especially
mommy
Adras'
Mothra,
like face. That part is.
Yeah, you're
extra
Mommy
fun.
Mothra.
as it should be.
So go ahead and I should have handed you guys extra little sheets of paper.
What
Make
sort
this
of
easy
voices
for you.
do moths have?
You know moth sounds.
Moth,
Okay.
moth.
Have you guys ever if you ever watched the episode of Pokemon where you say bye bye Butterfree, it's just like
Oh God, no. But she's a butterfly.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a bit M.
Oh, it's like
Instead
it's
of
like
E.
Dustox from Pokemon Ruby and
Dust talks.
Sapphire, where he goes
Or
"Arr,"
Venomoth.
or Venomoth.
The moth.
Dustox was the moth too.
Probably.
Beedrill. Do Beedrill next.
Big Dick B.
That's not what he says.
B.
Okay, we're
Drill,
clearly
drill.
distracted with Pokemon
Go
things.
drill
right?
your bees.
All right.
B drill.
You guys go over to the competition. Alosrin, you see Lehsair. They basically walk up to her and put a blanket over her, which kind of latches at the bottom. It basically tracks where she's at, and you see as they put it on her, a little bead goes onto a little map that they've got depicted that shows the course race, and so you can see like on the course race where they're at. Just kind of helps the audience follow along as they can't see how it's actually going for them.
Sure.
You were all sitting there with Lehsair, how is she feeling?
Confident.
She's
She
very
just
confident.
bet all of her shinies on herself.
She is exuding her pride and her ability to fly.
She knows she's going to win.
You see the competition start showing up. You see draped in like a wrestler showing up, like a cloak with a hoodie on. You see a moth slowly trotting up, like crawling on the ground. You definitely see all the little tiny legs and the huge ass lower thorax of them.
They're giant moths, right?
Yes, they are giant
Okay, they're
moths.
not just moths.
No, and they're very hairy too. Like they're the cute moths that you see that people post online.
The fluffy ones?
Yeah, the very fluffy ones. They're all very fluffy.
Oh.
Lehsair is wondering if she can eat the moths after she wins.
is she wondering out loud to someone?
No,
Or
she's just in her own head. She's like,
Oh, okay.
I wonder if I'll get to eat them for winning.
they're not really like animal meat though and flesh. It's gonna.
Yeah, but her favorite food's slugs. So
I guess that's fair. That's a good point. This is like a slug grown up.
Lehsair just likes eating things. She doesn't give a shit what it is.
Meanwhile, Lehsair eating a rock. I don't really give a shit.
She's growing.
Dragons don't care.
You see the other moths appearing. They all look pretty well. It looks like they've been like decked out and made to like look really cool. They've been putting like fancy dyes on their hair and stuff like that. It looks to be a very showy thing, and they are standing out. Like they are dressed like these moths are dressed up to look like showpieces as well. Like, and you see like the owners all walking around like big cigars in their mouth. Like, yeah, I've been raising old Lampy McGlowface here for all these years. And no one ever tell me that Lampy McGlowface can't win. Maybe he hasn't, but you know what? First time for everything, and that's this year. All you motherfuckers are going down. Lampy McGlowface, I believe in. And he spits tobacco out.
Lampy McGlowface laps it up.
Huh?
Lampy McGlowface starts nomming on it.
Yeah, Lampy McGlowface eats the tobacco. Yeah, good, Lampy. You always make me proud. So
Now
you're
we
gonna
know
be
why
playing
Lampy
this
isn't
man.
winning.
Adras is going to be playing this man. So to clarify, he does technically he is a ranger.
Mm-hmm.
So
I cast Hunter's Mark.
You can cast Hunter's Mark for free.
Not yet.
Not yet. So he's a ranger. So you can utilize him as a character to try to assist in Lampy McGlowface. I had some ideas for it, but I'll let Mommy Mothra's owner be. You can make whoever the owner of Mommy Mothra, or Mommy Mothra is not owned by anyone. But Samuel,
So
you can
just
control.
shows up,
You can
erases,
control the
leaves.
name and how the character is for Mommy Mothra.
Okay.
In the sake of trying to assist Mommy Mothra, and I'll do the same with
Count Mothula?
Count Mothula as well. So you can come up with a whimsical character. All right, good. I'm sure you'll be able. So they all get lined up at the race line, and we're going to, in that moment, from all that, the racist tension starting to build up, we'll hop over to Plato just before everything kicks off. So you're walking with Nelek through the spore fields here. It's more of the fungal gardens. You're walking with Nelek, and you guys didn't win the competition by any means. You did get a prize, which is your Wand of Wonder.
Yeah, it's a pretty good prize.
And you guys got a bag of whimsical revenge. So you guys are walking back, and Nelek's like, see, I think these are just kind of, okay whimsical. Like, I think we could be more whimsical,
With our revenge.
Like poison them in their sleep,
That's more whimsical.
Like, not like kill them poison, but
No.
like fun poison.
Yes,
they shit their brains
That's
out
exactly
for a week.
what I was gonna. Yeah, they shit themselves. They pee them pants and stuff.
Yes, the fun stuff,
Yeah.
Is that what you did growing up?
Oh my god, that's all we did. We would poison each other. We would poison each other. We'd be shitting our pants, and then we'd also like pour hot water on each other. We'd do the hot water challenge. We'd boil all the water and we pour it on each other. It was,
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
Boiling water, pour it on people. I haven't tried that before.
Yeah.
That's a new one. They use that to torture people back where I'm from. So it's just a whimsical activity. I gotta tell someone about that.
Yeah. Well, it was cold where I'm from, so it was kind of nice actually.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it'd be entertaining to try it.
Yeah. And then they scream, they're like, "Ah, my skin!" And then they're
Yeah,
shooting
that's-
themselves on top of it. So just
that
hilarious.
just makes it so much better.
Yeah, that's the icing on the cake.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask. Hey, do your friends not like me?
Nelek?
They do make a lot of jokes about murdering all of my people.
Yeah. Well, I have to be honest with you. I don't think they like you or your people very much. They kind of tolerate you, but they really hate your your species or whatever. I don't know what to say.
Huh. Did they do something wrong?
Well, they've been really annoying. We're trying to get to this place and they won't let us. So it's been really annoying. And they kidnapped our friends. They want to kill us now. They want us to do things that we don't agree with and we don't align with.
Well, I mean, they're really just doing what they're told, right?
Like they're following orders?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they can follow their orders and I understand that, but also we got to do our shit too,
Well, yeah, but we literally found a way around it, so.
Yeah. Well, They can be quite vengeful. They seemed quite upset. One of them in particular really seemed like there's no way that he's gonna let that slide.
Yeah, I
but
did recall Alosrin saying, I'm going to come back with my dragon and burn your city to the ground.
yeah, I would worry about that. Maybe, but you know what? I mean, look at like you should leave all that behind. Just leave that all behind. You want to go back there? Look how cringe everyone was. You want to follow orders?
Well, it's not that. I mean, you're not supposed to really leave.
Who's to say what you're supposed to do in life? Come on, man.
Gods?
Oh God! Oh come on! You're not a Jesus freak, are you?
Well, I mean, listen. The Spore Tender is the pantheon in which my family attributes to. That's why I'm a druid in the first place. I study plants and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds a lot more interesting probably to me than
No,
other
I think
people.
it's super interesting. Actually, I think that's really cool.
Really?
Yeah, you're like so interesting.
Huh?
You're so like yeah, you like plants and stuff. That's cool. But so what's the deal with the Spore Tender? He doesn't want you to leave home?
Well, no, the Spore Tender gives guidance to my mother, the matron of our house.
Okay.
I don't necessarily interpret her will, but my mother does. And it is of the will that she is attempting to enact, I'm sure, many different things. First of all, getting our house into a more prominent position. So potentially that means change for our people when they can shift houses. So maybe it's not necessarily that you guys need to destroy my home, but maybe we just need to shift the power in some way.
Okay, so we still destroy that place, but your home is somewhere else, you're saying?
If you houses, if you take out a house, then someone else replaces it.
Right.
If you pick someone that's better, then it can get better over time.
Okay. So you want to put yourself into power, that way y'all can make things better.
Oh, I don't know if I'm necessarily attributed to be a good... Listen, people have tried to assassinate me, like, it's a danger. I don't know if I'm the leader material type.
Oh, you can do it.
You'd really think that, but a lot of competent people are the ones that, especially because, given that normally the society is ruled by the matrons.
The matriarchy.
Yeah.
Right. Well, just rise up above that shit, man.
You say that, but it's not necessarily a good, easy to do. Have you ever had an issue where it just seems like much bigger than your ability to handle, and you just have to deal with it, and you can't do anything about it, but you just have to accept it?
No. Well, at first I was supposed to like free this god from his realm, and that seemed really like impossible, and then I just did it.
Oh. So you just did it?
Yeah, I just did it.
See, but it doesn't matter though. Even if I could do something like that, your friends already want to kill all my people.
Well, I think, they just don't understand. They don't get you guys. They don't understand your culture.
And you do?
Well, look, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to, have an open mind here.
Guess that's fair.
Y'all guys are kind of violent and stuff, and a little, look, we all have our issues with each other. Everybody's a little different, but I have an open mind. I'm willing to hear you guys out, but they just need to see the good side of you guys. You know what I'm saying? You need to spread your colors out a little bit. Maybe let them see the real you a little bit.
Okay. And how do I know what that is? I've just been, all my days have been following what I'm told to do.
Look, you just got to get out of your own way, brother.
Yeah, but how did you do that?
Well, I don't know. I just listened to, well, now that I think about it, I just kind of listened to what this other guy told me to do, and it didn't actually work out that well.
So what do you do now that you don't do it?
Well, now I revolt. I'm kind of rising up against this god called Mendis. He totally fucked me over. Yeah. Oh, you know him?
Yeah, Mendis is a popular name in our city.
Really?
He used to, yes, he's already been, he's been to our home already.
Well, he's a major opponent of mine.
A lot of the matrons lend ears to him for a lot of things.
Well, I'll tell you this, don't trust him. I lent him both of my ears for quite a long time, and it got me nothing but trouble. He's a god now, yeah. He's been free from his realm that he was trapped in. I helped him out, and then he tries to trap me in there so he can leave. It's a whole thing. And my soul is in like limbo right now. It's a whole thing. You don't want nothing to do with this guy.
Okay.
You want to stay far away from him.
Wait, so he's dangerous?
Oh man, is he dangerous? Yeah, big time.
So a very dangerous person is casually going to my home and potentially could do a lot of bad things to my home?
Yeah, he probably has really bad intentions with your home.
Great. Everything's fine there then, for sure.
Your home has many threats to it right now.
I mean, that seems like a pretty big one. Well, yes, I'm all I've heard from when I've started following you guys is that my home is bad and now threatened multiple times by a god and by a very angry boy.
Yes. He's a very angry boy. He's an angry, spicy boy.
I mean, what would you do in my position?
I'd probably abandon my home and then go and be an adventurer. That's what I did.
Huh. Well, yeah, but where am I going to go do that?
Brother, take a look around. You have a great opportunity right in front of you.
He just looks right at you.
Look, we're a team. You've been helping us out. We helped you out. We freed you from that giant area. And then look, you've just been helping us out. We've been operating as a smooth, oily machine. We fought back against all those dark elves that were coming after us.
I really thought we were going to... Oh, no, God, don't remind me of that. That means they probably saw me.
Yeah, let's face it, brother. It's a little too late for you to go back. People want your head. More people want your head. I think this is the life for you if you want to live a life.
But your friends don't even like me.
Well, they don't like me either.
Do they not?
Well, I don't know. I have my moments, but I'm also kind of a wild card, they say, so sometimes I go up to activities that they don't align with, but I've been working on it. And now look, all you have to do, you just got to fit in a little bit. I adhere to a couple rules and then we get a bunch of money. We go to all kinds of different cool places. We just climb this crazy mountain. We're meeting gods and stuff. I mean,
okay.
The glory, the gold, the chicks. There's plenty of chicks sometimes. But right now there's a bunch of gnome chicks, so I don't know if that's your thing, but yeah.
Go either way. Okay. I guess if there's not many options, I thought kind of maybe the goal was we were going to circle back maybe and, you're going to talk to the giants and, maybe find a way to end the war between them. And maybe at that point we could figure out something with, at least getting to see my mother once more maybe before things got out of hand or...
Sure.
If the answer is just to leave, then maybe that is the right thing if there's no other options.
It's looking grim. I mean, look, we'll see how things play out, but I would keep that in mind. I'd at least think about it a little bit.
I mean, why do you want me to come around?
I don't actually.
What?
Well...
Why would you just tell all of that to me and then just tell me you don't want me to go with you guys?
Well, no, it's not that I don't want you to go. I mean, yeah, I want you to go. Obviously, I want you to go with us. I want you to go with us, obviously. But like whatever. I'm not like.
I'm so confused.
I'm whatever
right now.
about it.
Are you? Wait. So you don't want me to go?
No,
I'm
I
sure
do.
Alosrin doesn't.
No, I want you to go. But like, oh my God, look at this. The spore over here.
He runs over to it. He's like, "Oh, this is rare.
Look at this! Oh my God, we gotta collect this.
Listen, this is poisonous to like 3 different races."
I know, this is cash money right here. This is gonna make them shit their pants for days.
I mean, this one's a little worse. They would be bleeding.
Anal bleeding is not deadly though, right?
I mean, situationally, depends on the dosage.
Okay, we'll just we'll eyeball it. We'll pour with the heart. We'll measure with the heart.
I'm sure if we could put something together. Voralden's pretty good with potions and stuff.
We'll get Voralden in on this. And then then the Voralden's into you too, and then he likes you and he accepts you, and then we have more votes to keep you in.
Art. We listen to art. From the mist appears Count Mothula. and in his fucking odor, Count Von Draculich.
God damn it.
Go drain their blood with the speed of the shadows of night. Blah, blah, blah.
He just looks like a gnome version of Adam Sandler's Dracula from Hotel Transylvania.
You already know what's up.
Blah, blah, blah. We do have one other entry, which is not Lampy McGloveface, which is Mommy Mothra. How does Mommy Mothra appear?
Mommy Mothra appears the way she wants to appear, as always. Flamboyant, for sure.
Of course.
But, secure in herself. Definitely.
You could that air of security and confidence.
With her manager, Moose.
Moose. What does Moose look like? What type of gnome is Moose?
Moose is definitely broad. He's a broad boy. He's a little chunky. He's got one of those faces that like it could just be a rock, but it's actually a face.
It's kind of like Stonehenge, really.
Yeah, like you're just like, wow, there's really just no living being right there.
Eastern Island sort of face.
Just like, hey, let's go, mommy.
Let's go, mommy. You guys all lead your moths and dragon respectively to the starting line that they have set up, and you see a person walks over. You see a lot of Alosrin, you see a lot of the owners start walking up to their creatures and start giving them like positive encouragement and stuff. You say anything to Lehsair?
I'm here with you all the way. You got this. You say the word, I'll jump in. I'll kill them. We both know you're gonna win because you're a fucking dragon and these are moths. Like, you're not losing.
Yeah, you see the nos under the side of one of the moths is revealed.
Nos? They have the turbo boost?
The turbo boost.
Oh.
Bead of sweat running down Lehsair's face.
No. You're a fucking dragon. You got this. You're not gonna lose to a bunch of goddamn moths.
Now go. Use your dark metamorphosis.
I've had a recent reflection and change of mind on one thing, which might be a little more entertaining for Samuel as well. So when we had the competition a long time ago in the early episodes where Adras faced off, there was a ringside competition, and there were two narrators for that. I can't think of the one guy's name, but it was and the dwarf.
And the dwarf.
So this is going to have to be, it's going to be a gnome announcer and the dwarf. So there's clearly one dwarf in this town, but I want you to be the other announcer in this instead. And we'll put the rest of that over onto Joey now out of surprise. But I think you being the dwarf in this case, and we'll have just an announcement, the ringside announcement.
So I'm the gnome and he's a dwarf?
You're now going to be I'll do the announcing for the one. You're going to actually play as Mommy Mothra now.
I'm on. Okay.
You're going to be Mommy Mothra and Moose.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
and our owner Moose.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, but Samuel, you can be the dwarf again.
Awesome.
Look at how they tremble.
Fastest moth alive. All right, he's got this. He's a little distracted, but he's got
Lampy
this.
loves the lights.
He loves it. His favorite thing. That's what's gonna get him to the end of this race. All right.
You're just going to fucking play Donald Trump with your hands like that.
Listen,
Yeah.
it's gonna be huge.
He's
all right.
the fastest moth
I
I've
once
ever met.
gave him a small loan of 1 million platinum. All right. Okay. And he took that. Hasn't done anything with it yet, but he's gonna make it. It's gonna pay off. All right.
Can you give me the stats for Mommy Milkers one more time? I mean, Milky Mothra. I mean,
Mommy.
Mommy Milky, Mommy.
Sorry, Mommy.
Okay, so Mommy Mothras are +1, or sorry, +2, +2.
+2.
Yes, so we'll have you and Joey just work together on that one.
Okay, yeah, we'll team up.
You will be narrating everything people do.
Nice.
So
All right, cool.
from a dwarf's perspective. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's born ready.
And welcome back to another beautiful day of Gloomwing races. Smithy and the dwarf here on a voyage down to the deep, deep, dark just to bring you courtside in the races of what looks to be a wild Gloomwing race tonight. Dwarf, why don't you go ahead and give the audience here a little elaboration on who we got competing today?
Oh, well, we got our usual contestants here. We got Mommy Mothra, looking fabulous as always.
Yeah, look at the sheen on that coat.
I wouldn't mind breaking me off a piece of that wing, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Mommy. Just a little bit of announcer jesting for you all folks here, good folks here. We are a Sportinder society, though. Absolutely. Praise the Sportinder.
Praise the Sportinder. All right, then right next to her we've got Count Mothula. I don't know as much about Mothula, but seems spooky and yet like you could get a beer with him afterwards.
Of course, I've said the feeling mutual.
And then our third moth, least favorite in the odds, most favorite in my heart, Lampy McGlowface. And you can just see he's a good person.
Right now, it looks like the crowd is going pretty wild for Lampy McGlowface right now. He's never won, so they're really looking for a big turnout.
You can see currently there is a record amount of money down for him to win.
Certainly a record right there. Wow, looking like a couple thousand gold out there. Now, he is currently distracted by a lamp across the...
Oh, like a moth. Okay.
Listen, Smithy, who hasn't been at some point?
Sorry, I was staring at a lamp.
It's all right. I was staring into your eyes.
Oh. Hey, Dorf.
And then next on our list has got to be the strangest looking moth I've ever seen.
Yep, I got news for you, Dorf. That's not actually a moth.
I don't understand.
That's a genuine red dragon. Now, you might be a little concerned. Dangerous dragons, red? And you'd be right. This is a bit of
I'm terrified for my life.
This is a problem.
only other dragon I know that's red is Calyrex, and he burned down one very, very prominent city of Withicay. So
Are we sure that this is not Calyrex?
Can't be too certain. Mysterious dragon enters... No, I've just been gotten reports that the dragon's name is Lehsair.
Lehsair. All right. Well, I'd hate to see what that caterpillar looked like.
Probably, yep. Got no comment on that one, Dorf. True statement. All right, let's get down to the races as they begin. You down at the starting line, you got the judge who's like, all right, I want a clean, fair race today until the cheating rounds. Everything above board, again, until the cheating round. First three, you guys take it smooth, get there fast. Do not eat the competition or the lights or the treasure.
Okay, but how many there's gonna be 2 cheating rounds, right? Like one at the start, one in the middle?
Yes.
Oh. So there's gonna be like 5 cheating rounds.
In case of a tie, there's a third cheating round.
So there's 6.
You're
7.
Sir, there's there's not 6 cheating
9
rounds.
cheating. All right, got you. All right, listen.
You are not grabbing it by the cheating rounds.
Above board until the cheating rounds, which there are 11 of.
Okay,
Listen, we'll just say there's enough, all right?
Just Lehsair and Alosrin's mental connection right now. You can win. You feel great. You can do this. You can win. You feel great. You can do this.
All right, so I will go ahead. You guys see they pull out someone pulls out the thaumaturgy wand, which is just it's a long wooden stick with a horizontal stick from it, so it looks like a gun, and it just casts thaumaturgy.
You just have to like point at yourself like you're shooting yourself.
You point it like a gun and you fire it, and it's thaumaturgy.
All right.
Jayden is literally the person with the earpiece on the horse at the horse race, so he can cheat and tell the horse what to do next.
Go faster.
Yeah, cheat at the horse race. Get your horse to go faster.
Imagine there's a big carrot right in front of you. Turn left.
Okay, so when we get to the cheating round, it'll be you guys can come up with some fun stuff. But once I start it, I'll kind of call what you guys have to do. I'll describe what you go through, and then you'll make your checks, and that'll determine. I'll follow along and write how far you went based on your check. So I'll just tell you whether you did it or not. It's pretty cut and dry. Other than that, so you see the person with the thaumaturgy wand walks up, and he uses the command word where he's like, bang, and then just there's a loud explosion sound of a gun going off.
I got the sound effects.
Thanks, man. I do not do like heavy sound effects for this. That's paid shit right there. Okay, that's paid shit.
Man, that'd be horrifying if that was like an actual weapon or something. Thank goodness it's only just like a fake sound effect. Nothing like that actually exists.
Got reports from the crowd that
there's a gun.
There's a live shooter in the building. Okay.
Don't worry, folks. We will keep commenting through the entire tragedy.
One of the moths has actually just crashed into one of the spires.
This just in. A second moth has hit the spire.
Headed for the second spire.
Turn this missing the dwarf. It doesn't matter what channel. Dwarf, they just hit the Pentagon.
You guys, you hear the sound. The race begins. They all immediately take off. Lehsair is taken off a little bit as these are very fast moths. She knows immediately, but as they're going, as they all start flying off, you start to lose them off in the distance as they start following this route of like small little markers that have been placed out there and are gingerly floating. They look like actual little gas spores, so they're out there floating. You see the dragon along with the 3 moths all fly out, turn a corner, and as Lehsair, and I'll use Lehsair's perspective here, Lehsair turns the corner, all of the moths following, all the moths like in line with her, they see the first obstacle that comes before them. There seems to be a large pillar that is standing up in the middle of the room, and it looks like a large globe is placed upon it, and you see just a light emanating from it. But it is not just this normal light, it is a big hoard, a large treasure chest overflowing with gold falling out, and it's all lit up. There's rubies, emeralds, gems all up in there. It's thousands, a starting of a hoard. I need you all to make focus checks.
Lampy's got this.
Focus.
So you add your focus skill to it.
All right, I got a decent focus.
I got a surprisingly large 2.
Okay.
You got
so
a 2?
Samuel and
In
Joey
total?
alternate between who rolls.
Okay,
Oh.
you already rolled.
Okay, I got a 14 for us, so we're looking good.
Is that, are you add? Make sure you add the number with
Yes.
it as
I
well.
added that.
Okay, so 14?
14 total.
20.
20.
Wow.
2.
2. Okay, and that is
Lampy dives straight in.
Lamp and
No, go
8.
8. Count Mothula.
There's thousands of dollars.
Once
right
again, the typical glow face star.
Wait 1 second.
Immediately into the fucking.
Okay, yeah, Dwarf, narrate this while I write these numbers down.
Narrate.
Narrate what just happened.
Well, that's unfortunate. I had some gold riding on him, but seems Lampy McGlowface has dove straight into the treasure.
Not only that, do you see Count Mothula just dove right in as well?
Well, that makes sense because you know what Count Mothula said to me the other day.
What was that? The universal language for I'm getting that light.
Mm-hmm. You really hate to see it. You hate to see it because they train really hard all year just to avoid this exact scenario.
And it never ceases to work.
They're moths. They don't have
What do
very
you
large
expect?
minds.
A bit surprised there. Looks like Mommy Mothra, as always, along with Lehsair, have made it past the obstacle without deterring their attention.
And it's because I don't think Mommy Mothra has very powerful natural instincts. All of it's learned behavior.
It is, and I've had reason. There was this whole article that came out about whether Mommy Mothra is actually can actually see 100% like a normal moth, or if she's blind.
Are you suggesting this moth is part bat?
There's implications.
Allegations, you mean?
We'll let the
I dare
crowd
someone
decide.
to challenge her to her face. Her 100% moth ancestry.
All right, the Mommy Mothra and Lehsair have both moved 60 feet. Lampy and Count Mothula have moved 40. I won't give this number every single time, but you guys can mentally track it if you want, but I'm just gonna follow along until, just so I don't have to deter everything.
Okay.
So they get past the obstacle. You see, finally regaining their focus, Lampy and Count Mothula follow in suit just behind, which of course Lampy McClove got. Now, as they venture further around the city, they hit a cavernous area of large stalactites that are like blockading the path. So they have to circumvent and fly through them. So this is a agility check in which they have to go in and out of it, essentially. And so this is I need you guys to make a agility check.
The cheating round.
The cheating round doesn't, no, that's at the end of the turn. Cheating round comes after the turn.
Lampy got an 11.
Okay, has everyone made their checks? Since you are rolling this turn, Samuel, Joey will be the dwarf.
I'll be the. Okay.
That's just, yeah, you guys are just in a truly wacky
It's a
racing
Freaky Friday
situation.
situation.
It's a Freaky Friday situation.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead and go down for it. Lehsair,
15.
a 15. Lehsair swiftly dodges through. And we'll let Joey describe that in a second as dwarf.
Lampy got an 11.
Lampy got an 11. Lampy has once again not only gotten distracted by this light, also hit the stalactites.
Aww.
In whatever way you think Lampy did.
Lampy saw the stalagmites was kind of shiny.
It was covered with a little filament of water.
It was wet.
He was thirsty. Mommy Mothra.
18.
18.
Wow.
Mommy Mothra is still dead tied with Lehsair. They are keeping up together. Count Mothula.
Not to make the rolls exactly the same, but 8.
Count Mothula.
Count Mothula, under the influence of dark metamorphosis, sees Lampy hit the wall and fucking bleed a little, and is like,
Stops for a quick sit.
In a questionable second round, Count Mothula has now partially sucked the blood of.
That's gotta fall under cheating.
All right, go ahead and narrate this for us while I prepare for the next round.
Yes. Sorry, I have a cold. I'm sounding a little different. Yeah, it looks like Lampy McMouthface is off to a typical start. He likes to go with the opening of going right towards the light and then directly into the pole. But the blood seems to have attracted Count Mothula, the blood everywhere, sucking the blood dry, lapping it up like a pit bull on a hot sunny day outside of Nebraska.
You know, our neighboring town, Nebraska, I understand,
Yes.
Especially when they have a weird connection to the surface world and how there's a summer day down there.
That wacky Nebraska, am I right?
You never know, the Gnomes of Nebraska. You know, brings up a good point. Was there any clarification or check whether Count Mothula is actually a vampire and we are all at risk to have our blood drank?
They certainly have vampire-like attributes.
Count Von Draculich comes in and waves his hands. They are not vampires.
What I meant to say was, what an exciting day at the races we're having, right, Dwarf?
Yeah, well, he said it better than I could. They are not vampires.
Definitely not vampires. Want to assure everyone in the crowd that. Speaking of which, we are taking blood donations. There is a back alley. Make sure to go check it out later.
We need your blood. Every ounce counts. 1 ounce.
Sounding
2
really weird there,
ounce,
Dwarf.
3 ounce.
All right, on to our next round. So we've got the bursting of lights. So basically they hit around to where the front, and you guys hit around to the front of turning back to where everyone is, and you see they've got like in a literal like Super Mario Kart Rainbow Road style, like these rings that are floating up, and when you go through them, they speed you up. The problem is that during this time, there's bright lights and shiny gold. The rings are made of gold. Everything is all bright and shiny around them, and it proves to be potentially a distraction. So, go ahead and roll for a focus check, and describe, of course, how your character is focusing. I'll tell you if they succeed.
Well, Mommy Mothra sees these silver rings, you said?
Gold rings.
Oh, yeah.
Gold rings, and she says, oh, those are clearly manacles. I need to be bound up right now. So she starts...
What did she get?
She got a 9.
Okay, yeah.
So she starts binding herself up to all these rings and tying herself up.
Be ready to narrate all this.
I totally missed it, but yeah, okay.
Mommy Mothra failed.
Okay, got it.
13?
13 just passes.
So Lehsair's like, these gold rings, they're gonna give me a speed boost. So she focuses and flies through each of the gold rings with perfect elegance.
And they do give her a speed
yeah,
boost.
and she just feels faster because of it. Boom.
Lampy also got a 13 and is able to pass through because the blood has blinded him so he can't see the shininess.
He's so fucked up at this point.
He's so fucked up. He's delusional. How did Count Mothula do?
12.
Okay, Count Mothula did not pass. That's how you guys were on the cusp of failing. Count Mothula, how did you get distracted by these giant rings?
Well, Count Mothula likes to wear finer things and keep them in their moth castle. So they decided to collect some of the rings.
So some of the rings have been removed from the course from Count Mothula and transported to a new home.
Like, Count Mothula waves their hands, some mist appears, and they're gone.
And then doesn't get the speed boost after everyone else took it.
Right.
Okay, so that, Dwarf, go ahead.
Well, like a divorced gnome on Hrinkala, Mommy Mothra has started out strong, and now halfway through the night is throwing up in the bathroom while her friends look for her in the alleyway.
You know, it's always about her follow-ups in the next rounds. She always seems to pull it through at the end, and why she's a reigning champion.
It's true. We've seen this from her before. It's always a questionable strategy, but who am I?
Who am I to judge?
To judge? The results speak for themselves, frankly, Smithy.
And if you want to be the judge of your own life, there's a back alley in town which you could get some blood.
Right.
You could donate it, that is.
Or not.
But Count Von Draculich walks in and towards the viewers.
You want to donate blood? Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the booth.
Good to see you've got your sunglasses on down here, dwarf.
I can't wait for the plot twist that he's not a vampire. It's just like a blood drive.
It's just local blood drive.
Just a blood.
Just charity event.
All right. Was there any other ones you want to describe? Is that the one you got?
Oh, these two passed, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, from the scaly moth, she seems to be doing a fantastic job avoiding the rings. And from Lampy McGlowface, surprisingly made it through. I did not expect. I anticipated losing my money, but now I've got hope again, and that's a dangerous thing, Smithy.
It did look like Lampy tried to go to the rings, but then flew through really fast because of how the nature of how the rings work, and just couldn't get back to them.
I believe, yeah, he saved from himself, you might say. And then I think the full stomach of blood has seemed to slow down Count Mothula.
I mean, he is taking the rings presently off the course.
Waterlogged, you might say.
We'll move on to watching them pass by. It looks like they're going to all have a quick pit stop here. I'm not saying anything direct, but I'm sure this must mark the beginning of that cheating round that normally comes about.
You know, that's what I really appreciate about these games, Smithy, is that sometimes sports waste a lot of time trying to prevent cheating. But I think if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
And really, if you organize it into the game, then it seems to work.
And is it really cheating?
As long as they're not cheating more than the allocated amount of cheating.
And so let's see. Maybe we'll see a murder.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Would not be the first time.
All right,
Looking
down,
at you.
Down at the pit stop.
Blast Mothra in the face, killing them.
We're, just want a quick announcement to everyone. You cannot kill the competition. It does get you a DQ. That's how Lampy has been disqualified more than 3 times.
He's just really violent.
Fucking, I just imagine being like, hey, listen to me, like, Plato, I need to borrow your sorcerer bone dust real quick. A 9th level fireball on Mommy Mothra obliterates her.
I think it's funny that the implication of Lampy's not that bad of a racer. He just keeps fucking killing everybody.
He actually got really close to winning a
decent
lot.
racer.
He's just on Earth for blood.
He's just fucking nuts.
He's the underdog because everyone knows he's going to
but
kill
it
someone.
isn't.
He's going to kill someone.
Like he's doing really good right now. No one's dead yet.
Should we put money on Lampy? No, he's got anger issues.
Yeah. That's
All right. Alosrin? Lehsair pulls up first, and so you are the first one to be able to start your cheating round.
It's simple. I'll take my last spell slot and put it on top of Mommy Mothra with a hex.
Oh, okay. You're going to try to...
Whiz.
Oh, okay. So we'll say for this round,
Like
cheating
focus.
round, Mommy Mothra will have disadvantage on her focus checks. So she'll roll 2 and take the lower, and that's just for this round, though. So
Right.
But that eats your last spell slot, so you have hindered Mommy Mothra in a way. And hindering is definitely a thing you could do. You could attack other people's stuff. So you can also boost people in ways as well to give advantage. But we'll jump over to the joint team of Mommy Mothra. What are you guys going to do for Mommy Mothra as she rolls in?
Here, we'll both come up with one thing. We're gonna extra cheat this round.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna. The owner. What's the owner's name again? George.
Moose.
Okay, Moose is gonna be. Here, mommy. Here, take this, mommy. It'll help you in the race, mommy. And he gives her a Viagra.
Okay. I will. Viagra is used for heart conditions. Just so people know, it was originally used for heart conditions. It also has a side effect of giving men boners. That's a side effect for men, and that's why it became a thing. So in this case, I'm going to give her advantage on her agility checks.
Yes.
So she has disadvantage on her focus checks, but she's a lot faster at this point. Fuck. Okay, so one Viagra has been fed off the. Okay, we move over to Lampy McGlowface.
All right.
You'll get the next one.
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna both do?
I can wait. It's okay.
Okay, you do next
split it
rounds
up.
because
We'll
there's
split
2
it up.
rounds.
There's
Okay,
2
okay.
rounds.
Sorry.
All right, listen, Lamp. All right, you got this. All right, I'm gonna go over, like, wipe the blood off his face and put some blinders on him
Oh.
so he doesn't get distracted by the light.
Okay.
Like,
So you're
listen-
making some form of blinding.
Yeah, just like horse blinders where they can only see straight ahead.
Okay. So that's great. I will say Lampy will take the advantage on his focus checks, but he's gonna get a -1 to his dex checks because
Fair.
he can't see obstacles around him.
Gotcha. Listen, you gotta be great. You gotta be great. All right, Lampy. All right.
Lampy
You'd be
gives
great,
you
okay.
the #1 his version of just all right.
Yeah. Don't worry about anyone else. You
As
can't
in,
see him.
He starts chewing on someone's shoe.
Get out, Lampy. Lampy, here, have some drugs. Have some tobacco.
Yeah, he does the line off your hand.
Nice.
A line of tobacco.
Yeah. That's how you do it,
Moths
right?
work different, okay.
All right, Count Mothula.
Count Mothula is there perched, waiting when out of nowhere Count von Draculich appears. And he's gonna do a real simple motivation tactic here. Remember, Count Mothula, if you win, we have pristine virgin moths at the castle waiting to be bled. I mean, you drank. I mean,
Oh my god.
What's the good version that you're going for here?
I mean,
What's the good reason you have virgin moths locked up in your castle?
He never said they were locked up.
Ready to bleed.
party.
I will give you the advantage on a probably. Ooh, I'm debating whether it's.
Inspiration?
That's a good idea. I'll give you an inspiration for it.
Yeah.
That's I like that.
Use it on a.
Used at some point during this turn
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
this round.
Count Mothula has the inspiration.
We'll say you can re-roll a check that you would have failed.
If I don't use it in this race, does Count Mothula get to use it in the inevitable fight when we go kill Count Von?
Yes.
Okay, fuck, I gotta use it then. That inspiration will kill us.
Okay.
I know how irony works.
Well, little did you guys know if Count Mothula passes a saving throw, his evasion kicks in and he takes no damage from the fireball. And the inspiration saves him. All right, we move on to the next round. This is the flickering path. So in the previous round, you guys had a focus check, an agility check, and a focus check. This round, you're going to have the other way around. So you'll have the agility check, the focus check, and an agility check. It'll go, and then it's like the same amount of checks.
I see.
Fuck.
So as it begins, you guys see they take off or Lehsair obviously taking off first, but they're all like following in suit with each other. They're not that far apart. They leave the pit stop and head off, and there is they cross over a portion of the town where they have the large pit in which you guys had your competition, and they have to cross over that, and there is, like I had mentioned before, there's that force that keeps you from falling down in it, and you just kind of float there. They basically intensify that to where it knocks people off the course. So it kind of knocks the moths or Lehsair off the course if they can't like nimbly fly through it. So in this case, you guys have to make your dexterity check, your agility check. Same case, but also try to clarify how you're overcoming it or not based on if I tell you fail or not. So go ahead and roll. And roll with your advantage or disadvantage.
Which of Mommy Mothra's are rollers?
It's Sam's turn.
Oh, is it me?
And you have advantage, though. Even better.
19.
Okay, we've got a 19 for Mommy Mothra.
I got it. Agility?
Yes. 8. Okay, an 8 for Lehsair.
12 for Lampy.
A 12 for Lampy. Okay.
Those 12 packs.
I'll tell you in a second. And Count Mothula?
Got a 14.
Okay. The DC you guys were looking for here was a 12.
Wow.
And Lampy McGlowface, baby.
Back in the race.
Get
So,
fucked.
going around, Mommy Mothra and Dorf, you'll be in. Actually, I think it's this time it goes back to Joey to narrate
yes.
it. So, Mommy Mothra succeeded the round. Lehsair,
Yes.
Lehsair did not pass this round.
Everyone except for Lehsair passed, right?
Oh, okay. Everyone but Lehsair passed this round. How did Lehsair get thrown off, Jayden, so we know?
She was trying to use the bouncers to speed her up. Didn't work. She didn't get the angle right. It blew her off course.
It's like when you're taking the turn in Mario Kart and you're trying to get the
drift.
the drift right, but you
boost.
fail the drift and then you fall. You land in the grass on the side. She left the flotation side and she had to go back in. It was too late by
It's a
then.
risky game.
All right, how's Dorf saying all this?
Lehsair has gone for the bouncy gambit, but it didn't work out. It's a
He's
risky
been possessed
move, but
again.
It's
no, it's a Count Von Lich or Dracula Lich has just stepped in. Dorf had to go use the restroom.
I have a gold. Sometimes I sound like this when I'm sick. The other moths, however, are going through the course very well. Yes, very well.
Okay. You guys move into the next path. I've got the numbers written down. Cool. We go to another light attraction course and gold attraction course. So it's raining money. And by that, like, it's raining gold.
Oh god.
And you see these little globes of light are everywhere. This is it just basically looks like a large, like one of those light shows you go to and they like shine the lights all over the walls and stuff. It's like this narrow tunnel that they're flying through with just raining gold and lights everywhere. So as they all pass into there, no one can see them from the audience, but this is on a little tracker. You guys see them all going about. It looks like Mommy Mothra and Lehsair are now once back together on this race. So this time you guys need to make a focus check.
I have disadvantage as Mommy Mothra.
Mommy Mothra does have disadvantage.
I got a 1 right off the bat, so I'll just stop it there.
Yo, fucking Count Mothula ain't even gonna need this inspiration. Holy shit.
All right, how did Count Mothula do then?
17.
That is a pass. You guys were looking for a 14 here.
Okay, I got a 14 on the dice. Which makes that an 11.
Lampy.
Come on, Lampy.
Lampy. How did Lehsair do?
A natural 20,
A
ending
natural
at a
20.
22.
All right, a natural 20. That's full speed there. And Mommy Mothra got I'm sorry?
I rolled a 1, so 3 total.
Yes, okay. So it looks like...
Because you said I was going to explain what Lehsair did.
Yes, please do.
So Lehsair, while the gold's falling down, she's like, shit, I'm kind of hungry. So she goes and she eats some of the gold while she's flying, and that gives her more energy, so she's able to boost forward more.
And this is like the definition of placebo effect because it is an illusion. She's got that pseudo, like she's learned enough from Adras now that you can manifest food inside yourself. She's like, oh, this is like what Adras says, and I just eat the food. That was dumb, I'm sorry.
That was phenomenal.
All right, how did Lampy and Mommy Mothra screw up this round?
So Lampy can only see straight ahead right now. But he sees this gold just falling, and he's like, God, dodge it. And so he's just like jerking around trying to dodge the gold and is not succeeding.
Oh, poor Lampy. And what about Mommy Mothra?
Well, last race, notably, Lampy tried to kill Mommy Mothra. And Mommy Mothra sees Lampy moving around like a dumbass. And so she's like, this dumbass, I'm going to go bully him. So she tries to sabotage him instead of focusing on her own game.
Sabotage Lampy?
Yeah.
Mommy Mothra has a big piercer at the end of it.
No!
She pulls out one of those
Big
whips
B.
from her latex, and then she
Oh my
starts
God.
trying to chase him down.
And that slows her down as well.
Yeah.
All right, so Dorf, go ahead and summarize what's all.
What about Count?
Oh yeah, Count, you did fine this round.
Yeah. Count Mothula is thinking about the virgin moth blood and is just locked the fuck in.
Okay.
Well, with the look of a man who's been promised an excellent meal, Count Mothula pulls ahead. Nothing can stop him, nothing can slow him down. Like my Uncle Tyr, after a night at the tavern, once he gets on the road, Lampy McGlowface is all over the fucking place.
You know, I'm really surprised we haven't seen Lampy McGlowface try to kill someone yet.
It's honestly, I'm very proud of him. It's obviously taken a lot of control, a lot of self-discipline.
A lot of growth. Are we seeing a new Lampy McGlowface?
I believe what we might be seeing is an attempt to distract himself from killing the other players.
An interesting strategy. We'll see how that plays out.
And now we can see here Mommy Mothra with what has got to be the largest erection I've ever seen on a female moth. I don't even want to speculate on how this is possible. She seems to be chasing Lampy McGlowface, which is a dangerous move, given his history.
Looks like we're gonna have a bit of a bout between these two in the coming next.
If it were me, if I were Mommy Mothra, I would think Lampy was doing well enough sabotaging himself at this point.
You don't need to help that.
I wouldn't. He seems to be doing well, and it seems unnecessary.
I follow that. Well, let's see how they're working off into the next round. It looks like they've got a tunnel chute they're going to be flying through. It looks like there's a bit of obstacles throughout there that they're going to have to try to avoid. This is going to be another dexterity check for you guys as you're flying through a tunnel, narrow tunnel.
Lampy gets a 3. That's inspired.
Dexterity checks for, I think, Samuel, you're rolling for.
Oh, I'm rolling.
For Mommy Mothra with advantage?
Yes. Thank God.
Thank God.
Is that big?
It's a 12. Not big enough.
What do we need to pass?
You guys
27.
need to pass with a 13.
That's fucked.
Wait, is that 12 on the dice or with
That's
the boost?
12 total.
Oh,
3.
Okay. A 3 from Lehsair, a 12 from Mommy Mothra.
How did
which
that
does not pass.
inspiration work out for you?
Went from like a 4 to an 18.
Oh my god.
So pretty good.
Okay, so Count Mothula did good. What about Lampy?
3.
Oh, okay, Lampy. Lampy, interesting.
So, Lehsair goes to fly up so that we can go nosedive through all of the obstacles and gain some gravity speed. But unfortunately, due to the laws of physics, the time it takes her to fly up and gain that speed slows her down by as much as she would have done gaining from the nosedive. So she just makes no progress.
Just waste time in this case.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Lampy.
So Lampy sees Lehsair near the front of the pack and is like, all right, I gotta equalize this somehow. So he starts gunning for Lehsair.
He does the same thing.
Yeah. He's like, all right, I gotta get rid of this problem, this intruder on moth culture.
Okay. All right, and then we've got, what about, Mommy Mothra or Count Mothula?
Count Mothula is flying through the thing, dodging and weaving, but they're about to hit one, so they disperse into a cloud of smaller moths, and then at the end of the tunnel reform into Count Mothula.
That's great. Okay, and lastly, Count Mothula. Mommy Mothra. What goes on for Mommy Mothra this round?
I didn't think of anything.
I have an idea. She's supposed to go through like a tunnel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's just too big to fit in that tiny hole. She can't. She's
Just too busty.
Yeah, she has to try and just gape that hole up and then stretch that
She
shit
has
out.
to
in order
close the
fit.
wings, close the wings in, narrow in.
She can
slows her
barely
down.
fit in that thing.
She got hips, you know, she's
Yeah.
not fitting through there.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're an artist out there and want to draw Mommy Mothra,
Stretching out a nice
I can
hole.
assure you, I already found some cursed stuff looking
I
for
will pay some
for
good
other
money
things.
for that. Oh no.
I need this dummy Mommy Mothra.
Oh no.
I was trying to find like a moth with vampire fangs, and this is what popped up.
No.
You can always trust the furries.
We've got everything described here. I guess our narrator will, our narrators will just hold off for the end. This is the end of the round. So basically, they come around again, and we get back to a cheating round before the final stretch,
So one more cheating round and then the last attempt?
and then the last attempt.
Okay.
Just on the headset, Voralden, you ready?
I'm in.
You see, Lehsair lands Lehsair lands right before they continue off again. They basically, you guys are able to like give them some water and nectar for the moths, but for Lehsair you can just funnel food into her mouth.
Be like, all right, Lehsair, you got this. Just try to like brush off the things from her scales.
As he's doing that, Voralden sprints out with his fucking nail file and starts filing the nails down to give her better grip as I cast Long Strider, and I just dash between each leg.
Okay.
Like a pit crew style.
It's like, all right, Lehsair, now you stay vigilant out there. The moths are beginning to get a little feisty with each other. Just be careful, they might go in for an attack.
You're gonna give her advantage on her agility checks in this next round. And we go to, what are you going, anyone else for their moths?
All right, man, listen. You get a little off course here. I'm gonna give you some guidance. All right. I'm gonna place my hand on Lampy's head, give him a little rustle, and I'm gonna cast Beast Sense on him, which allows me to see through his eyes and hear what it hears.
Okay,
for an
so
hour.
you can narrate guidance for Lampy through the next portion of this course. And so what I'll let you do is give you an inspiration on one of your rolls.
Gotcha.
Nice. You're like an RC car, you can control them.
Yeah.
Or like a drone with those cameras.
I got like a little twig on the rock and just like scratching it around like a joystick.
All right, for Mommy Mothra.
Eyes just glaze over.
Mommy Mothra, what are you gonna do for, or what is Moose gonna do for Mommy Mothra, Samuel?
Well, honestly, for the cheating round, Moose is gonna give her the signal, and she's gonna flash her moth tits.
Oh, as a distraction to everyone else.
Okay, she is going to flash her moth tits to everybody. Now she's attempting to prove it as a distraction to people. So this will be a focus issue for other people. Now, how this distraction will work is I'm gonna roll this d6. We've got 3 others. 1 and 2 will be Lehsair. 3 and 4 will be Lampy.
I know his dumb ass is about to give.
5 and 6 will be Count Mothula. So this is just
these
what is this gonna what it's gonna do is it's going to give disadvantage on focus checks to whoever I roll.
All right, hear me out though. I think Lampy should have 1 through 3 because it's Lampy. Count Mothula should have 4 and 5 because he's a moth. And Lehsair's a 6 because she's not the moth. So she's the least likely to be affected by moth tits.
Solid gold bra.
I'm just saying, least likely to be affected by the moth tit.
It is a 6. It is Count Mothula, who will face disadvantage on their focus checks.
That's looking like Virgin Moth right there.
She is not a virgin.
Let me tell you, Mommy Mothra.
Count Mothula,
Count Mothula has used their otherworldly charisma seduction techniques as a not vampire moth. This is the first time they have fallen for that. The seduction techniques.
Yes.
This is the end of Bram Stoker's Dracula, where the chick is like, "Fuck,
How
Dracula."
ironic.
Or like Ham Stroker's a Dracula, am I right?
What the fuck?
That's good. I hate that. That's so good.
Okay, so what are they gonna do for this round to the cheating round? The cheating round.
Well, you see, I think as a courtesy, because I was gonna do the same thing. Just
Turn it back around.
Count Mothula was gonna do that and then just fumbled. Count Mothula was like turning on the vampire seduction and just went awooga, and just completely whiffed.
Oh, okay. Wait, so you're wanting to do that still, or does it whiff?
I don't think they have the mental capacity to do that anymore because
Okay,
I don't.
Okay. Okay, so we'll leave this an even field for Count Mothula does not cheat on the cheating round.
They got anti-cheated.
They were distracted. Okay, so everyone knows what they've got, what their rolls, what they have to do for their dice. So we get into the last final rounds. So obviously there's, of course, at the end of this round, a curveball. Round 3 has a little bit of a curveball. So the first round is going to be your guys' last light attraction. So in this last round, as they're flying out and away, you guys see, for Lehsair in this case, and then I'll go to what the moths see. For Lehsair, she comes into an area where she just sees a light off in the distance, and it's not like a bunch of different things. It is an actual diamond that is the size of her. It is worth
Shiny.
millions of gold, she would know.
Shiny.
It is the shiny.
Shiny.
And for the moths, it looks like a fucking light bulb.
It's just the actual sun.
It's just the sun.
It's just the sun is the forbidden light bulb. It is the forbidden light bulb.
is the sun.
Shit. Ah, shit, Lampy.
Count Mafia disintegrates.
Come on, this is also why you have disadvantage on a focus check right now. Yes, everyone make your focus checks.
It doesn't matter.
Did you fail?
I got a 1.
Oh man.
It
No.
flies to the forbidden light bulb.
Molly Moths fly straight towards that shit.
What do we need to pass? What do we need to pass?
You need to pass this check a DC 12.
Lampy fucking locked in.
Let's go, Lampy.
Is that a 12?
Yeah, Lehsair also passed at a 12 exactly.
Lehsair she's mentally checking in. She's like, this is an illusion. After trying to consume coins before.
She knows if I win, this is my shiny. This is what I get for winning.
So she flies through it. It's a little weird that she could fly through it, but she flies right on through the shiny. And what does Lampy do?
All right, so Lampy's handler, using his beast sense, is gonna make the light appear to where the goal is for Lampy, so he's just gonna gut it straight for it.
Lampy is just beaming. Lampy has never been more honed in his life.
He's only heard stories of the sun.
All right, you've got, now we've got the people that failed. Mommy Mothra, what do you do this time?
That's just the sun, bro. I don't know what to tell you. That shit's irresistible. You kidding me?
So what about
We don't
Count
have
Mothula?
sunlight down here. This is...
Count Mothula flies into the sun and disintegrates. Because that's a 1.
It is the forbidden. It's the
Like-
forbidden.
Lights on fire and just ash.
The forbidden bowl claims another life.
I don't want to eliminate someone from the competition.
It's a 1.
But it's more along the lines of I know you're so far gone from this competition you can't win.
You cannot
It's
win.
a nat 1.
So you guys are just flying towards this illusionary light, and you guys just see Count Mothula just turning to dust in the air.
He doesn't have it in him anymore.
No!
I want to hear Smithy and the Dwarf's take on this.
Yes, Dwarf, you have to narrate all this now.
Well, it's always a sad moment.
You know, it's not the first time we've seen a Count Mothula. This is Count Mothula, what, 12?
I believe so, 12, maybe 13.
He always flies into the lamp.
It never makes it past the lamp.
It is just an illusion. Don't know why he turns to dust.
I think it's a choice at this point. I believe it's a choice.
You know, they believe so hard in that
Their
light.
immortal soul.
It's like the
I
wall
wish I
outside
could
of the
believe in
gnome
something
house.
that hard,
Or the
Smithy.
gnome city.
Exactly. They just believe too much in it being true that they die. Sad.
It's sad.
Sad to lose a competitor in
And
that
yet,
way.
beautiful in a way. The commitment.
Oh look, the ashes are raining down amongst the townspeople.
It's gonna cause health problems.
Well, let's look at the rest of the competition though. We got, I mean, for the first time I've probably ever seen it in years, we've got Lampy honing in there. He's really trying to make a difference in this comeback.
Lampy Miglowface appears to be as close as he can be to locked in. And that's something I love to see from Lampy. I think it means we might see some changes from Lampy in the future.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of potential change from Lampy for sure. And now, surprise pick there that the dragon we got here, Lehsair, she's really honed in on this. She didn't fall for the big diamond trick. Kind of surprised on that.
Yeah, I go nothing for that. I thought that would have been a sure thing.
You know, you put a big old gem in front of a dragon, you'd expect dragon's gonna get that gem.
Given the proclamation for shinies earlier, I thought we had it in the bag. I would have placed money on her getting distracted by the diamond.
Yep, a lot of people would. Now, where it's kind of hitting sad here is Mommy Mothra. You know?
She's found the one thing more irresistible than her, and that is the false sun.
You know, it is really often that we see this race end with no victors because of the false sun.
It's brutal.
It's gonna be a surprise if she actually makes it out of there, though, for sure.
I wouldn't bet against her. I think she can pull it off, but it'll be hard.
It definitely will. All right, let's move on as we see this final round coming into. Not even the final round. We got 2 more rounds. Sorry. All right. You guys see the moths and Lehsair all turning down after there's a cliff face, and they start flying down it. And you see as they're going down, except obviously we know Count Mothula's not there anymore. The spirit of Count Mothula, on the other hand,
He died kind of soon.
The immortal soul of Count Mothula.
the immortal soul of Count Mothula, is still trying to win. You see the
ghost.
the ghost of Count Mothula.
The ghost of Mothula passed.
You see, as they all start flying, they have to like plant up against the ceiling and then head straight down. So they all, you can't hook it, it's too narrow of an area. So they all plant the ceiling and start heading straight down. But as it's doing that, rocks begin to start falling from above them. And so they're having to dodge falling rocks as they're flying in a just straight down before a turn. So it is, once again, an agility check for all of you. I think this time it goes to Samuel for rolling this one.
Yes.
Lampy got in that 20.
Lampy.
Fucking Lampy.
Well, how did, please roll for Count Mothula.
I did.
Oh, okay. How did Count Mothula do?
Oh, 13.
What were you say 12?
For the DC for this one, you are looking for a 14.
13.
13.
Oof.
That is not gonna do it.
He's just slower because he doesn't have a corporeal form anymore.
How's Mommy Mothra?
like it is a shimmer
21.
of light.
21 for Mommy Mothra?
21 for Mommy
Same.
Mothra.
How did Lehsair do?
She got a 7. So you see, Lehsair was like, these are moth rocks. These are rocks meant to stop a moth. I have superior strength.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna break through them with my claws. Unfortunately, when the claws were sharpened, that made them worse against dealing against rocks. So
Damn.
she goes to scratch it and then it just doesn't work out.
It's the finesse. It was meant for finesse, not for brute strength.
Exactly.
All right, Lampy is honed in here. Tell
Lampy
me,
just looks at these falling rocks, calculates the perfect trajectory, and just waves off.
Holy
just
shit.
like just stone cold, flies straight through.
why do these
like a
moths have
missile.
so much fucking personality?
Right?
All right, what is Mommy Mothra doing in this case, Samuel?
Using her exposed moth tits as a rudder to help her steer.
They're aerodynamic, so you can manipulate the.
I'd like to
All right.
apologize to all listeners.
All right, now I think we've got a good summary there. Joe, you want to comprise this together as dwarf?
Well, those are some nice tits if I ever seen some.
You know, as non-biased judges, I can definitely say that I'm definitely impressed for Mommy Mothra.
Yeah, putting them to use, that's what I like to see.
You know, Dwarf, you are going through a lot of stuff this day.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick a little bit, so my voice kind of, you know how it goes. We all have sick days. Speaking of sick days, look at the other moth that lost.
Count Mothula.
Yeah, he looks
Count
quite
Mothula
sickly.
does not look like he has retained his corporeal form.
His corpus his form is off. I'll tell you that.
Well, what we can see though is Lampy for sure trying to make a drastic comeback. It's going to be close now. Lampy, a surprise pick for anyone.
I'll
with
tell
an
you what, that
insane
Lampy,
payout of 2-1.
he's a son of a bitch. I'll tell you that right now. He's a real son of a bitch. You think he's out of this race? You thought wrong.
Well, let's move on as looks like our lead, for a long time lead contender, Lehsair, has been knocked about by some of the falling rocks, and we'll have to see how this plays out in the last round.
Yeah, well, you don't go through the storm without getting wet.
Well, looks like they're coming up to our surprise round, the one that everyone fails to mention about beforehand.
Oh, we got a big surprise in store for you folks tonight.
All right, so people in the audience, we change it up every year just to keep things lively. Now, you may look at your, you may have trained your different moths to do a bunch of different things, but there is one other thing that is different every year that we hope you might have trained them in. Now, we're hoping that your moths are relatively strong. If they are not, they're gonna suffer in this category. All right, moving into it, you see the dragons turn the corner.
The dragons.
The dragon and the moth.
Okay.
Sorry, and the ghost.
And the ghost.
And the moth tits.
Yes. Moth is
Fuck.
you see they all turn the corner.
What the?
Oh, the image.
Look, the Discord going on.
We've got mascots.
So we've got
Yeah,
mascots.
we got
I don't
running of
I don't need
all
this.
the.
I'll post it when the video comes. I'll post this when this episode comes.
Yeah. There are a few images going around to
Zooey
represent
mama.
each of the moths.
Okay, so As they go away from the rock bed, the falling rocks, and get to the home stretch, you can see that basically before they get to the finish line, there is designated large rocks that have been placed out, and so they need to pick up a terminal speed to break through the rock. Now, they have 2 different checks that they make. So the first check that they make is, of course, the bread and butter of all of these checks from before. It is your focus check.
Okay.
Now, if you succeed the focus check, you get advantage on a strength check. Now, the strength check is related to if your creature has an ability score, they get that modifier to it. Your moths do. It's just not on, I didn't give all the moth stats to you, but they do have a +1 to their strength.
They all have +1?
Yes. Now, you can basically, the first thing is making the check for the focus. If you succeed, you have advantage. If you fail, you have disadvantage. If you make the exact DC
You have
that you
disadvantage
need,
if you fail.
disadvantage on the strength check. If you fail this focus check. It's kind of a 2-parter. Now, ultimately it just determines, the strength check's the important one in the end. It's just you can give yourself this boon here. You could give yourself a bigger advantage here by passing and or failing. If you tie it, you don't have anything, but it's very unlikely you'll tie. Okay, so getting into this home stretch, you see there, at this point, you have the large rings are back once more. These ones are different ones because the other ones were stolen.
Of course.
As you see Lehsair turning into the home finish, Alosrin, you see it's very tight. There is a lot of the moths are close by. Then Count Mothil is pretty far back, but
Lampy's
What
coming
can he
for
do?
it.
He's a ghost.
Lampy has had a drastic comeback though. It's scary how close Lampy is.
I'm kind of rooting for him, even though we have all of our money that we own on.
I'm like a 5 flat. I'm like,
I would not be
We
upset.
would never root against Lehsair.
Look, I'm not rooting against Lehsair. I'm just saying if Lampy won, I wouldn't be
Yeah,
upset.
it would be fine.
That's
Okay.
500 gold down the drain, but Lampy won.
Boravik has money on Lampy, so
Heresy, all of you.
we'll make some money.
Okay, guys, it's into the final round, so I need you all to make a focus check.
all right. Lampy's
Now,
good at
I
this.
will say, regardless of what you get on this focus check, as the incorporeal version of Count Mothula, you will always have disadvantage on the follow-up check.
Did Lampy pull through hard?
Lampy got another nat 20.
Oh my god!
shit!
It doesn't matter. I got a 4 on the focus check.
Oh man.
You also disadvantaged focus checks.
Oh, sorry. I got a 3 on the.
Okay.
Lampy locking the
Holy
fucking.
shit, Lampy is
Okay,
no joke.
that gives Lampy advantage on the following strength check. Okay.
For all of my League of Legends fans, Lampy is what we call a late game champion.
Don't worry, he outscales.
Lampy outscales. Okay, who rolled for Mommy Moth? Or Joey?
Mommy is coming in with a 21.
Okay, Mommy has advantage on her follow-up check. Lehsair,
18.
that is also advantage on your check. The only one that doesn't have advantage and has disadvantage is the incorporeal Count Mothula.
Well, Count Mothula will get resurrected in 100 years.
Only over 100 years. Okay.
Just by being non-corporeal, he does have to worry about physical rocks.
All right, go ahead and roll your strength checks.
With advantage?
Can you use my inspiration on this?
I thought you already used it.
No.
Is it the same round from when you got it the last?
Yeah, it's the same cheating round.
Yeah, you can.
Does that just
Only roll one.
Okay.
It's actually how inspiration works. Is you don't roll both dice, advantage dice again.
Yeah.
It's just one of
I
them.
just-
You technically pick the lower one.
This is the same difference.
Oh, this got.
All right, come on. Come on, Lampy.
Oh,
You got this.
I ruined 2 5s.
Oh, that's very
That
funny.
is a 19 from Lampy.
Oh man, Lampy coming through. Okay,
Lampy.
Mommy is with a 16.
How did Lehsair do?
13.
You guys were looking for 13.
Oh!
Damn it.
Dude.
No, it's very close. I have to count the numbers. It's very close. Lampy literally got a lot of 60s at the end. Okay. You see, while our judges come together and confer the results of that tiebreaker finish, it was all super close for sure. As I calculate this real quick, and then we just, you guys talk about whatever you want for a little bit.
I'd like
as
to
I-
note for the incorporeal form of Count Mothula just phased through the rock. and that probably disqualified them because they didn't break the rock.
Lampy is about to like hit a rock, and then his eyes just like glitch out as his handler takes control and just like pilots him like an RC drone.
Mommy obviously just burst through with her big tits straight through the rock.
Yeah.
Those
See, I thought
knockers.
you used your inspiration on the sun.
No,
It
I was just goaded.
turns out when McGlowface doesn't kill all of his
He's
not a burners,
racer at all.
he's saves that energy.
Lore accurate Lampy coming through.
More accurate Lampy.
Like, has
Manga
anyone played
accurate.
Mass Effect 2? I'm thinking
Lampy
of
lore versus Lampy when you game as a companion.
I rolled a 10 and a 9 on my advantage, and I was so afraid that I was gonna lose.
shit. What was he called? There's this enemy in Mass Effect 2, and they randomly buff random
the
enemies,
fuck?
and they have a little like line of dialogue of "I'm taking control" because it's like a hive mind or whatever. But I can't find the fucking GIF to
All right,
post in the
I'm ready.
Discord.
I'm surprised how y'all find the weird moth shit. I don't know where y'all got that from.
You don't
look
have
up-
those saved?
Yeah. All right, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
You see in a photo finish ending. You see just vroom, 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 many of them. Oh, I'm sorry. Vroom, 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 and then just one like much later. That's just. Which definitely is Count Mothula, who just ascends at that point, or descends at that point. You see
Someone could say he went on a dissension.
Smithy and the dwarf here, and it looks like at the end of the race, as they're coming through the finish line, we have in first place Lehsair the Dragon, followed in a two-way tie between
What?
Mommy Mothra and Lampy.
Lampy's immediately getting the gun for Mommy Mothra to
Same.
try to assert his dominance.
It's
To assert a dominance, we will have a tiebreaker.
Oh.
Lampy pulls out a knife.
Okay. About to
They need to. All they have to do is pass a focus check. I have a tiebreaker rule, and it is just related to a focus check.
Smithy, I won't lie to you. I don't think it'd be out of line to say I'd like to step in and make that a three-way tie.
like sex.
Oh, I get
The
it.
joke is he wants to fuck the mom.
Look, a lot of people want to fuck Mommy Mothra.
All right, what you got, Lampy? What you got, Lampy?
Oh, you ain't got this.
I don't got this.
I got a 0. Lampy tries to stab Mothra.
Mine is higher than 0. I don't know,
Like,
I don't know
not
what the
even-
score is.
Like, before they even announce a focus check, he just tries to stab her.
And in another shocking turn of events, Lampy has once again been DQ'd from the competition another year in a row. Mommy Mothra, that is a second place winning in your behalf. Lampy, you are disqualified, which leaves third place with the ghost Count Mothula.
Lampy's gonna glare at
Fun
Smithy
fact,
and
the reason
dwarf.
Lampy always loses is actually
the
because
knife.
every time he ties, he tries to kill the
Yes.
opponent.
It's a condition.
He lives
I
Groundhog
think we've
Day.
seen a lot of personal growth from Lampy here today, and I look forward to seeing him not even try to kill someone in the next race.
You see Lampy's owner comes up and he's like, God damn it, Lampy, this is the last time I've had it. Get on out of here.
Aw. Lampy looks at him with the knife.
Lampy, go and get.
Lampy inches towards him with the knife.
Lampy,
Lampy chases after him with
Lampy,
the knife.
no!
Oh, those two.
Lehsair's just releasing the largest roar.
Largest roar
Yeah,
possible.
the cavern's shaking. She's thrilled.
All the gnomes start looking up like, wait, don't do that. Good, we're glad you're excited.
Shinies.
You see they start to bring forward some rights. So you guys get paid out 1.4 if you bet on Lehsair, 1.4 times the amount of money you had put in.
I get so
14
529 times
1.4.
Wow.
So I'm down 1 platinum for when I started, because I bet 5 on Lampy.
You're down platinum now?
You're out 1 platinum because he put money on Lampy.
Yeah. I was confident.
Adras, you definitely watched Lampy and were a little like you did believe in him a little bit. He had a drastic comeback. It looked like he overcame some stuff in that fight.
Yeah.
You do see him like off in the distance with a knife in hand stabbing someone. And then you see him flying off with a body.
He's just gonna compete on his own next race.
Oh, that lamp.
No gods, no masters.
From the announcement, oh, that Lampy.
The credits start rolling.
Lampy will strike again. Yeah, you see they start to pay out people of their prizes for things. They hand Lehsair a big shiny bag, which has actually a magic item into it that I'm gonna hand Jayden after the session.
Whoa.
So he can enjoy and look at that. It is a prize for Lehsair that is just a fun item. Now, on the other hand, your bag of I don't know.
Oh shit, yeah.
You get a bag of I don't know.
Oh.
You get a mystery bag, not just any mystery bag, a very fun mystery bag. So all the mystery bags, you've got mystery bag 1 and 2, they're worth 10 and 20 gold respectively.
Yeah.
This one is worth about 1,000.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck, I'm opening that shit.
You're gonna open it?
Yeah.
I do have to roll on a table, so.
Yeah. I mean, we can wait till after the session.
Yeah, we'll wait till after the session.
Because
We'll
I
roll
know
it.
you were
Hey
trying
guys,
to wind it down.
You know, one thing we could do is, and this is, we'll bring it up in the next session, of course, but it's been a bit of a long goon sesh, if you guys know. We could have a little bit of an arcane recovery and go over some of this stuff.
Okay. Really quick.
Can I buy my items?
Huh?
Can I just buy my items before we end the session?
Yeah, we got.
Oh, yeah, to the store.
Yeah, we got a little bit. Yeah, you can buy. So for everyone listening, I obviously have these sheets laid out for the players that are magical, that have shops and stuff. They've just been shopping around the town just to save time for people listening. We'll say some of the items they buy in the next session for sure. If you listen to the Arcane Recovery, maybe we'll talk about some of the stuff they buy as well.
It'll be a bit of a filler. Hey, we're buying things.
Yeah, and that saves you more of the side of like, they'll be like, hey, I bought this thing, and then they'll share what it is at a later time.
I bought this.
Yeah, you guys finish up with the competition
By
stuff and
Adras.
do some of the shopping that you wanted to. It's at one point, Nelek and Plato come back at some point. Nelek definitely goes up to Voralden. He's like, hey, Voralden, I've picked these shrooms from the fungal gardens. Now, they didn't say I could pick them, but I did it anyways. Which I figured because, things should be free if they're in the wild. If you, it didn't say protected. It said sanctuary, which is a bit different.
How does Voralden feel about that?
Well, you've seen a lot worse thing happen to sanctuaries before.
Fair.
Also, you got in trouble for hunting in the king's forest before, so.
That tracks.
So, however you want to feel
one of
about
your
that.
fun facts.
What?
So I think that was one of your fun facts.
Was it? Maybe. Who knows? Not me.
But I've got these shrooms and stuff. If you want to try to do something with them, I mean, I have some training in making poisons and stuff. But if you want to try,
Sure.
I could show you if you want.
I mean, I've been trained before, but I mean, yeah.
Oh no, like it's not like, it's more like actual like a poison kit.
Oh, I guess that's different from a herbalism kit, isn't it?
It is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could show you what I know as far as what the Escher have taught me.
Yeah, sure.
It's some pretty wild stuff.
Yeah, we'll see what they got cooking down here.
Yeah, I mean, would you say that you don't want to kill all my people now? He gives a thumbs up to Plato.
You're doing great.
Yes. Now it is different because I have wanted to kill all of your people beforehand.
Okay.
And now I do not.
That's awesome.
High five.
He goes back to Plato. It's like, see, I can do stuff and they
What
don't hate
did
my
I
like,
tell you?
I
What did I
make
tell
eye
you?
contact with Plato, like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd given each other the thumbs up. Yeah.
Like, that was, we're good?
Now look, what did I say?
I'm not confident that he really hated my people, but at the same time, like, maybe one person at a time, right?
Yeah, that's what it takes. You one step at a time, one baby step at a time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Alosrin then.
Don't do that.
He doesn't remember.
You need to stay far away from Alosrin.
All right, I'll start with Boravik next. I don't think he wants to kill my people.
Yeah, Boravik's easy to please.
This is a sauce.
Didn't one of your people kidnap me?
Oh, hey, Boravik.
No,
No,
They just
I did-
arrested me?
I sold you to them.
You sold me to
But
them, that's right.
You also willingly went along because we had a plan.
Well, I assumed there was a plan.
Keyword had.
Keyword had an idea of a plan.
The plan, we had an idea. We had a desire, an end goal, I guess.
We had concepts of a plan.
Boravik never had any idea what the plan was. And remember, we need the drawing of Mommy Mothra.
We do need that drawing of Mommy Mothra. If someone would like to make that Mommy Mothra drawing person, please make it at least PG-13, nothing more. We
At least the public version.
The public version pre-tits out.
You can DM us.
We'll talk later.
We'll put the other one on the only.
Alosrin's ready to cash
But just
out.
remember, hips.
Yeah, don't make it PG. Make it PG. No more, but no less either.
We'll say what you bought in the next time, but I'll let you cash out for sure if you have the money for it. Okay. So why don't before we move into the next time, one thing, Nellick does talk to you before, right, a little bit after to Plato, and he's like, hey, did you notice something strange about the magic here too?
You mean like the teleportation stuff?
No, the big wall that they worship.
Oh, you mean their big gem, their big crystal?
Yeah, they talk about it a lot.
Yeah, well, I tried to interface with it. Well, first of all, I was interrupted during my interfacing, and they kicked me out. I told you about this, and then you and me.
Well, I was able to connect to it just fine.
What? They let you do it, but they won't let me do it?
What? No, how are you doing it?
I was connecting to it. What do you mean? Well, how did you do it?
I just walked up and put my hand to it.
Yeah, I did that and like a lot more.
Oh, well. Anyone else connect to it that you know?
Adras did.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I tried asking about them. I said, like, what's your connection to the Reach? And they don't talk about the Reach much.
Huh. They must just be stupid or something.
That's what I was convinced of myself, too. But I don't know. Maybe you're starting to say, like, maybe not everyone else is stupid, so trying to keep an open mind in that regard.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I mean, everyone is stupid, but, like, you know what I mean?
Right. We're trying over here. We're trying.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, why is your friend Adras? Or Adras is over there with his mouth open.
God fucking damn it.
All right, guys, that's what we're gonna call the session.
Never forget.
Fuck you. Never forget.
I love that sticking around session to session.
I hate that. I hate it.
Of all the bits we can bring around.
Worst fun fact for Boravik.
Okay,
Fucking
guys.
fun fact, Adras hates the smell that Boravik has whenever he shits the bed every night. There you go.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to Goon Quest. If you enjoyed the show and want to hear more, but please feel free to leave us a 5-star rating wherever you listen to our podcast. Our opening music is by Alexander Nakarada. Cover art by Kasey May. Outro music by Alexander Nakarada. Audio editing by myself. Our Instagram can be found at goon.quest. If you would like to provide names, NPCs, or other magic items, you can do so on our Instagram. There's a link in our bio. There's also a email you could just send directly to thegoonquest@outlook.com. Another thing, if you guys want to check out our Patreon, you can actually listen to all of our mini-series, Goon Nights at Freddy's there, which is a 5 Nights at Freddy's mini-series that's set in the Call of Cthulhu, using the Call of Cthulhu system in a very warped version of 1993 Five Nights at Freddy's universe.
Look, as someone who was a listener of this, the Joeys know what they're doing. They Joeyed it up. If you have listened to it already and are hearing this now, we recorded this before the episode came out. So
Motherfucker, you weren't supposed to say that.
Chris has heard a little bit of it though. So.
I've heard the first episode's first a
portion of the first episode. At the same time, we're gonna go ahead and move now into our arcane recovery after a long goon sesh. And so this is, if you guys want to know what arcane recovery it is where we kind of talk a little bit about what just happened in the session and some stuff players are buying and stuff like that. And we'll that'll be exclusively found on our Patreon for paid members. If you want to join that, it is $5 to join, and it's just monthly. You can pay for it once, and then you get all of the previous content that's been released. And that's one of the greatest ways to show support for our show, which makes it a lot easier to have food for the players when they're here.
We appreciate food.
Close it out with some food, boys. Close it out with food.
Balls.
Food.